the corner of his bedroom through the dusty
Roland Willits, Men Stories. I'm here with Edean Landmark, and we're sitting in Eden's backyard.
Right.
And where?
We are in Watertown, South Dakota.
Okay. And I only thought things existed on the western part of North Dakota, like the Black Hills and everything, and they actually have something on the eastern side, don't they?
We sure do. We've got all kinds of things here. We have our state fair here, which we were to yesterday.
The state fair,
The state fair. It's in Huron, South Dakota. And Watertown is the hub city around here for many different things. We have the big art centers here and just a number of things in Watertown.
Okay. So that's absolutely wonderful. And we're going to talk about the dusty old guitar. And where's that now?
The dusty old guitar is in the South Dakota Hall of Fame in Lennox, South Dakota.
Where's that from Watertown?
From Watertown, you go south on I-29 to Sioux Falls, South Dakota. And then west from Sioux Falls.
I think 94, huh?
No, it's just a county road that goes west, but to Lennox. It's like 20-some miles from Sioux Falls.
Okay.
And the Hall of Fame has been going for, this is the 14th year. And they've been inducting like 12 people each year into the Hall of Fame.
Wow.
And last year, in 2014, I was inducted into the Country Music Hall of Fame here in South Dakota. And in 2015, I received the Lifetime Achievement Award for Country Music from the Hall of Fame at Huron at the fair yesterday.
Wow. So that was right here. And what's the date today? It's August.
No, this is September 7th today.
So it's September
6th.
6th.
Yep.
2015. And so your old guitar, you don't get to play it anymore.
No, it's hanging on the wall in the Hall of Fame.
It's hanging on the wall. They bronzed it. And no, I'm just joking.
I think they just left the dust on it. Even.
Yeah, left the dust because it is a dusty old guitar.
Right.
So that's pretty cool. And you created all your songs with that or other guitars. I heard you when you travel places, you just rent a guitar sometimes.
Well, I'd either borrow one or sometimes go to the hawk shop and just buy a cheap one and then get rid of it when I left. Because I didn't like to carry them on the airplane, and so I would play. Like when I was in Kentucky, I had a couple of friends down there that had guitars, so I just used one of theirs. And at night, I'd sit and write because I'm not one to go sit in the bars or anything. So music has been my life. I'd write songs and scratch them out on a piece of paper and then try and put a melody to them, and that's the way it works.
Wow. Well, that sounds absolutely wonderful. Well, why don't you introduce your song?
My song, The Dusty Old Guitar, was written because of my first guitar. I have a story that goes with that guitar.
Oh, go ahead.
I was 15 years old, and my parents had sold out our farm in the hills west of Beaver, and we moved to town. And these two brothers that lived down the street was Merle and Burnell Pond. They had this guitar. Well, I was in high school yet, and those two boys were a couple years older than me, but they quit school and enlisted into the Army. It was during the Korean War. Well, when they left Beaver, they didn't have any money, which nobody back in those days did. This was in the early 50s.
Right.
And they brought that guitar over and they said, Edean, can you give us $20 for this guitar? So I did.
Right.
And they had $10 a piece when they left Fever. And Merle made it back. Burnell got killed in Korea. And I said I would never sell that guitar. And I've kept it all these years. And now it's in the Hall of Fame.
Wow.
So that's the story of my dusty old guitar.
Wound up in the Hall of Fame and not in some old bar. You wound up in the Hall of Fame, not in some old